Good day, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm of course Akaflos, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Path of Champions in Legends Runeterra. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be taking a look at the 3-star weekly adventure here against Fiora, and we're going to be using Gwen for today's run. So I haven't actually done this adventure, I haven't even attempted it yet, as you can see here, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But let's go over the special rules here first real quick before we do anything. So looks like we have a sunken treasure here. Round start, create a treasure trove in all players' deck, all players toss 1. The foes units have +1/+1 for each of their keywords, and vicious enemy of course, +10 Nexus health, +1 starting mana, and +1 starting hand size. Alright, so this is a fairly interesting adventure because what's gonna happen here is that with the toss 1, it's gonna potentially get rid of some useful cards in our deck. And say if it replaces it with a treasure trove, it's not too bad. We can of course play the treasure trove and get some good zero cost fleeting cards, but ideally we want to work around, the pre-existing cards that we have in our deck. Anyway, let's quickly just head back out and we're gonna go over the build real quick. We're not gonna waste too much time with this one because it is a 3-star adventure. I don't think it should be that difficult. It might be challenging, but not too difficult. Alright, so anyway, we have a level 24 and 3-star Gwen here, and the reason why we're going to Gwen is quite simply because I like some XP on Gwen. We're probably trying to use some of these weekly adventures to get some XP back for champions that I've already beaten the Aurelion Sol with. So basically we're just here to farm a little bit more XP in preparation for the next expansion or the next set. Alright, so in terms of the star powers with Gwen, Snippets of Songs 2, round start, summon a Ghastly Band, Needlework, +1 starting mana when your leftmost attacker gains power from Hallowed, so does the attacker to its right. Alright, so this could be a little bit of a double-edged sword, mainly because the Fiora can actually just challenge the Ghastly Band and then, accelerate her win condition. But I think it should be fine. We should be strong enough or, capable enough to essentially counter that. We'll see. But in terms of the Needlework here, when your leftmost attacker gains power from Hallowed, so does the attacker to its right. In other words, this is really the second left attacker gets the Hallowed as well. So it might be worth having Gwen as the second left attacker just to take advantage of the additional Hallowed, because after all, her card power also gets a benefit from Hallowed, so potentially we could get double Hallows per turn, and with the build that we're going for, we might even get 3 or 4 Hallows per turn, which could be amazing. Alright, so in terms of the champion level, we are at level 24. That means we do have access to the Hero's Welcome, which is on level 20. We are missing out on the level 28 40-star Nexus Elf and the level 30 Rare Relics .3, but I think we should be fine. So let's take a look at our relics. If you caught my Aurelion Sol video, I actually did a Troll King's Crown and a Gale Force build here on the Gwen, but apparently I wasn't aware of something. In fact, it never crossed my mind at the time of making that Aurelion Sol video, but apparently you guys said that the Luden's Tempest is actually a really good power on Gwen, and I definitely agree. Looking back at it, as well as, doing a little bit of research, it is definitely the right pick, because after all, her skill here, which is the Drain, will actually take advantage of the Luden's Tempest, and I believe with the level 2 Gwen, it will essentially just scale up even further, so it's definitely a really good item to have here, the Luden's Tempest. So thank you guys for the suggestion. The second item we're going with here is a Gale Force, mainly because of the Scout. That way we could attack twice a turn, even though it recalls, we can just summon it again, and then we can attack again. So that's basically the idea here. Basically just try to drain the Nexus of health and essentially win the game. Alright, so let's quickly head back out, and we are going to attempt this adventure. Okay, we're all loaded in, so let's head to the first power here. Actually, hold on, we should take a look at the final bosses first. Fiora is of course the final boss, and the middle boss is Ezreal over here, so it could be a little bit challenging. We'll just have to see how it goes. Let's just head to the first power node and pick up a power. Oh, we get allies have Overwhelm, which is great. I think we're just gonna pick this up from the get-go because this could potentially replace the Troll King's Crown that I've replaced. At the same time, with the Overwhelm, we can of course attack the Nexus even though there's a blocker or the blocker is dead. That's basically the perk of the Overwhelm, that's why I went with it. But yeah, we're gonna pick this up. In fact, the Overwhelm also works well because a lot of the units are probably gonna have a very high attack stat. Okay, so let's pick up the Overwhelm. And let's head to the Hextech Observatory. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Atrocity, and I think we'll keep the Glimpse Beyond. Get a Gwen here, which is nice. Chief, we'll probably block with the Ghastly Band here. Let's actually put on the Phantom Butler, I believe, right? No, let's put on the Boisterous Host. Alright, it's cool. So it's a good thing we put on the Boisterous Host here. That way we bait out the Thermogenic Beam. We can play another one. Let that resolve. Let's bring on another Boisterous Host. We shall sing, dance, and forget our Let's sack the Phantom Ban here. Ghastly Ban. Need to bait out the thermogenic beams. I think there's probably going to be a couple there. We already know there's one. There's probably going to be quite a few, actually. Alright, I think we'll put on the Undying here.
Let's get to work.
Let's attack like so. Let's actually challenge this guy. And it should block any of these two, which is cool.
Need clearance, pal.
Alright, doesn't matter. I'm really worried about thermogenic here. Let's see what cards it has. Okay, I think we're pretty safe. No, the Gwen won't be that useful this turn because it's a defensive turn. I think what we should do is we should probably just play the Phantom Butler here. And I think we'll play a Glimpse Beyond and kill this Ephemeral and see if we could get an Elusive Poro. Yeah, that probably might be the right call. I think so. Oh, right, we can't do that regardless because it's gonna attack. We can't block with it. Alright, it's cool. So I think, you know what? To prevent this Forge Chief from striking, we might as well just play the Glimpse from Beyond. Yeah, that way we prevent it from striking. We get a what is it? We get a Poro on the board, which is cool. Impact Poro, okay. I'm gonna play a Sapling Toss here because we can get a Sapling next turn. I really want to bring on the Gwen, but I'm really worried about a, thermogenic or something. Okay, I tell you what, we'll try to bait it out first. Let's play a fast Glimpse Beyond. That way we could, trigger potentially the next turn from the AI, and then see if it plays anything. So we'll probably kill this Ghastly Ban here. Okay, we're safe. So it has 3 mana here. Even if it has thermogenic, it can't really kill us. So we're gonna bring on the Gwen.
There is so much to see. Where do I start?
Alright, let's attack like so.
No matter their resolve, mine will be stronger.
Very nice. Alright, so let's attack. Make sure Gwen is the second unit. Doesn't really matter. We should have the win here. Oh lord, that Luden's Tempest is really a good pickup here. Alright, so let's see how much damage this is gonna do. 2 for every 2 power Gwen has. So that's like 2 for 22, that's 44 or something. I'm not really sure what's the math, but we get the win here, I'm just happy.
Just a stitch in time.
Okay, so looks like we get an upgrade to the Sapling Toss here. Meteor Shower, deal 4 to an enemy and 1 to another. That could be important against the Fiora if we need to get rid of it. I think we'll pick this up. This could be great. Draw 1 is also nice on the Sapling Toss, however, in case we don't get a card that we need. I tell you what, we're still gonna go with the Sapling Toss, I think, on second thought. That's quite simply because I think I value a draw much more than the Meteor Shower. Okay, let's set to the Support Champion here. Oh, we got a Zed. I'm gonna pick this up. The Zed is definitely a good pickup here in my opinion, because essentially we could play really aggressively, and with the Gwen, it's, just straight out aggression. Alright, let's see what options here. We have an Avarosan Hearthguard. Round start, grant 2 random units in all players' deck +1/+1. J Medarda, round start, create a fleeting Sunworks map. They cost 1. I think the Avarosan Hearthguard looks like the best bet, even though it will buff the other side as well. We still get a buff to our units, which is still decent. And at the same time, the shop node is in the middle, so we can have a pick of either one. So I think we're just gonna head to the Hearthguard here. Alright, you get the Gwen here, which is great. We have Death Mark and Sapling Toss. We can actually keep this. In fact, I think we should be able to keep everything, right? Because we're gonna get a Ghastly Band on turn 1. And the Death Mark is good because we can potentially remove some ephemerals on the Ghastly Bands or whatnot, or even the shadows that we are gonna create with the Z and give it to the Fiora or something. So yeah, actually the Z was definitely a right pick. Okay, so we're just gonna keep this here. I get another Gwen here, which is fine, I guess. Let's actually play a Sapling Toss. Draw a Phantom Butler, which is decent. I think we'll sack the Shadow Fiend here, that to the 2-3 potentially, if it chooses to attack. And it doesn't, cool. Alright, we get Undying here. I think we'll bring that on.
There it is.
Okay, chooses to kill a Sapling, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's not too bad. We'll attack like so. Should get the Hallowed buff. There we go. Not gonna bring on Gwen yet because it's a defensive turn. I think we'll play the Phantom Butler here.
Please, make yourself right at home.
Just need the target.
Alright, so let's block this guy, and I think we'll block this guy. We'll keep the tree too because I don't want it to draw. We don't want to trigger the last breath. Alright, we bring on the Gwen here. We should be able to get a couple of decent attacks. I don't think this deck has Frostbite, right? I haven't seen a Frostbite yet, so it might not have it, which is great. So let's bring on the Gwen.
This is a chance for me to leave my mark.
Okay, I think we can safely attack like so, right? Yeah, I think we should be fine. Alright, cool. 7-4.
I will not squander the great gift I've been given.
Alright, nice. We should get the win here, I believe.
Joy.
Look out for Reapers.
Wonderful.
Like the signal fire.
Did you see that? I did that. Me.
Okay, so looks like we get a couple of decent upgrades here. A barrier on Z is great. Wuju style, give an ally +2/+0 this round. Create a meditate in hand. Shuffle 2 copies of me into your deck. Recall a unit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick up the Wuju style here. I do not deny this is a really good upgrade on the Z, but I think we're going to be heavily relying on the Gwen to actually win us the game. So it might be more worth it to actually buff the Z, buff the Gwen instead of the Z, because if we do buff the Z here, we're going to add extra 2 copies and we're going to increase the chance of drawing a Z instead of the Gwen. I hope that makes sense, so I think we're going to go with the Wuju style here. Okay, so let's head to the shop. We're gonna grab a power, and we have, when an ally dies for the first time, summon a Haunted Tomb. That could actually be decent. We could get a couple of Hallowed and whatnot. Or do we want to spend the reroll here? You know what? I think we should be able to just pick this up. I don't think I want to spend the reroll. I know there's a couple of power nodes up ahead, so I think we'll just pick this up. Alright, let's leave. And let's see, we have another shop down here, as well as the Adaptatron. I think I fancy the shop, so let's head down to the Trifarian Shieldbreaker. The foes 5+ power units have Fearsome. I think we can head down to the shop here too, right, with the Aeronaut here. Each unit with 2 or less power has a 50% chance of stun and 50% chance of getting elusive. You know what, I think this looks like a much easier opponent. We're going to take this guy on. Draw the Z here, which is great. Let's get rid of Conductor of Miss. I think we can get rid of Atrocity as well. We don't seem to need it at the moment. We might need it against the Fiora, but maybe not now. Draw the Gwen, great. Let's put on the Boisterous Host.
Welcome, one and all, to the Midnight Rebel!
Scrap Scutlass is fine. We'll just attack like so.
Right, it's young.
Okay, it summons the turret, which is cool. We'll just resolve this. I think we can bring on the Z. It should be alright.
Without a sound.
It doesn't really matter. Let's actually play the Sapling Toss for the next turn. We should get the Gwen next turn as well, which is decent. Alright, we'll take the 3 damage there, but it's cool. The Z triggers the Fury. Nice. Okay, let's bring on the Gwen, and we should get the win here.
Wonderful world.
Back up.
On your back.
Okay, so let's make sure Gwen is the second to attack, so I think we'll attack like so. Put everything else here, we'll drag this guy here. And we get a win.
What seems to be the problem?
No matter their resolve, mine will be stronger.
None escape their shadow.
Okay, we get a Flame Spitter, granted ally +2/+0 and impact, that could be decent. Sparring Student +0/+2. I think we'll go with the Flame Spitter here. We could actually buff the Gwen if we need to, but I don't think we need to. We're still gonna pick it up. Alright, so let's head down to the shop here. Let's see if we can get another decent power. We get, when you draw a card, give allies +1/+0. It's not too bad, we'll pick this up. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's take on the Ezreal here. Alright, so this looks decent enough. I think we'll keep this, it's cool. We should be able to draw the Gwen. Or if we get a Z2, it's not too bad. This is the perks of having 2 really aggressive champions. It doesn't really matter who you draw. Just make sure we don't toss it, that's the main thing. But we do get the Gwen, which is decent.
Don't blink or you miss me.
Alright, so there's no way of blocking the Ezreal here. I think what we'll do is Static Shock will probably kill this guy. Let's actually put on the Phantom Butler. It should be fine. Oh, hold on. We don't have Static Shock. It can't cast the Static Shock because it's out of mana. It's still cool. We'll bring on the Phantom Butler.
Please, make yourself right at home.
We have to take the 3 damage here, but it's alright. Alright, I'm bringing on the Undying. He's probably gonna play the Static Shock, but it's alright. I think we will still attack like so. We should grant the Hallow to the Undying here. And we should still be able to get the win. Well, not the win, but still deal some good damage. It's alright, it's alright. Even if we die here, it's cool. We can just bring on the Shadow Fiend or something. We shouldn't be taking too much damage. I don't think we will be taking too much damage. We should be okay. Yeah, go ahead. Drop the Shadow Fiend here. Boisterous Host.
Not sure I have room for one.
Ooh, Treasure Trove. Okay, so that could be a little bit bad, but I think we should be fine. Let's just play the sapling toss. We have the Gwen next turn, which is, you know, great. Hope it's alright.
Don't let the light go out.
Oh crap.
But I'll clean it up.
Oh, come on. This could be bad. I hope it's not. Okay, we can still block. I guess we'll block the impact guy. First time we kill a unit, a spell deal to the enemy Nexus. I think we'll still block the impact guy. No, it might be better to get rid of this guy, right? Because, you know, the Ezreal can kill us with the spells and we're gonna get 2 to the Nexus. That could be kind of bad. Alright, so I think we'll block this guy. This is a bit scary, but I think we should be okay. Count down 1, stun 2 weakest enemies. Okay, I think we're safe if we just pass this turn. This will trigger, but it's probably just gonna stun the one of the ephemerals, which isn't too bad, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna bring on the Gwen here.
If only she could see me.
Okay, we're fine, I think. Let's attack like so. I'm gonna grant Gwen the impact. How much damage will she get first? She'll get to 9, which is decent. Actually, let's attack first and see what happens.
Taking you in.
Okay, so let's actually give her the +2/+0 here. That way she gets more overwhelm damage. And we get an impact as well, which is nice.
No matter their resolve, mine will be stronger.
I'll be.
Okay, we're safe. We are safe.
I shall need my tools.
Yep. And we get a health refill as well. Not that we need it, because we are already at, you know, this is the middle boss. We're gonna get the health refill anyway. But I'm happy with this.
Just a stitch in time.
Alright, that treasure trove there was a little bit scary, but, you know, we got away with it, which I'm happy. And looks like we have a shadow totem here, which could be great, especially with the Gwen. That way we could actually have double Gwens and whenever we summon. And at the same time, when the ephemeral Gwen dies, if it dies, we get to trigger the Hallowed. So I'm definitely going with the shadow totem here on the Gwen. Alright, so let's set the power here, see what we get. Refill your spell mana when you play a spell, deal 1 to the enemy Nexus. Summon an Emperor's Die. I think we're just gonna go with the spell burn. Could that be good? We don't really have too many spells that we're playing, if I'm gonna be honest, right? Refill your spell mana is also kind of nice. That could actually give us more options. I tell you what, we're gonna go to refill your spell mana here. I'm not sure if that's the, you know, best pick overall, but I think we should be fine. This seems like a relatively okay adventure. Okay, so we have a healer node here as well as the item chest. I think we're gonna head to the kindly Tavernkeeper because I want this item chest more than the heal. We draw the Gwen here, which is great. We have a Chronicler Rune. I think we'll get rid of that. We should be able to start with everything else. Get a Z as well. Decent. Another Z. Might be worth having a rally or some sort of, you know, extra mana gem. That could be great, of course. Okay, we're gonna attack straight up since we have the free Nexus here. Let's end the round.
The Elk of Bones summons me.
Regeneration could be a little bit of a problem, but I think we should be able to counter that. Okay, I have an idea. We'll play... Oh, we don't have enough mana for Chronicler. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll drop the Shadow Fiend first. Or just drop all of our, you know, hallowed units or weaker units, I'd say. Let's put the 4-3 here. Put the 3-1 here. That way we take less overwhelm damage. I know it has regeneration, so we can't really do anything to it. But we get less overwhelm damage that way. Let's play a sapling toss. We'll play another. Oh my god, how many sapling tosses do we have? We'll just keep playing them. And we get our Undying, which is cool. We'll still drop the Boisterous Host.
We shall sing, dance,
But we have the Gwen next turn, so it's cool. I think we'll leave the Gwen for the turn after that, because it will actually, you know, not summon the Ephemeral. I made a mistake there. I probably should not have played too many sapling tosses, but I think it should still be fine. We're just gonna attack like what we've got. Actually, let's make sure we get the sapling toss here. That way we have the Challenger on it. Hold on. No, we have the Hallowed on it, right? Just to double check. We should play it in a, you know, efficient manner, if you will. 5-1, 5-1, cool. So we'll drag this guy here, and we'll drag this guy here. No, this might be better. My apologies. Let me just make sure I organize this correctly. The 2-3 ones this way first. That way these two get the buff, and we can kill this guy. Chances are this guy is gonna die, but we're still just gonna, you know, see what happens. If not, we can just play Death Mark on the Bone Scryer or something. Alright, we'll play Death Mark on the Bone Scryer. We'll get rid of it on this sapling here. Oh, damn it. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. The Death Mark had, I believe, a... Hold on, let me just double check. Let me just double check. The Death Mark had a... Where the hell is the Death Mark? I don't know, I can't find it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the Death Mark had a Grand Item a Grand Item Relic, I'm not really sure. And basically it granted that Shadow there a Radiant Plate Armor, which essentially allowed it to survive. So, you know, we probably could have played it on something else, but we wouldn't have known anyway, so it's really hindsight, really. But I think it should still be fine. We're just gonna let this Bullseye connect.
Can't afford to miss.
Let's bring on the Zed here, doesn't really matter.
God fear the shrouded path. The white elk's bones speak.
We're fine, we're fine. Even though there's a slight little hiccup there, but it's still okay. We're gonna be fine. Unless it has Treasure Trove, of course, which could be bad. I still think it should be okay, though. Alright, let's play the Chronicle of Ruin, just kill this guy and get the Hallowed buff, as well as get him back.
Peer beyond.
Let's pass the turn. Just keep passing the turn, we can't really do anything here. Alright, so this is what we'll do. Let's put the 2-1 here. We'll put the 5-5 here. But we'll play a Shadow Shift. That way we could, you know, bring it back and then potentially, you know, have this guy kill again. The Chronicle of Ruin.
Over here.
It's not that important anyway. We have Gwen next turn, so we should still get the win. Alright, Gwen on.
Sowing mends the soul.
Okay, we're gonna attack with the regular Gwen first, because what's gonna happen is that if we play this other Gwen, I don't think she's gonna level up here, right? No, we want that effect to trigger the, what is it, the you know, her level 2 effect, so I think we'll just play the regular Gwen first.
One stitch at a time, we'll make something totally new.
Okay, there we go. So let's attack with this. We'll make sure we put the 2 Gwens side by side. And then we'll attack like so. We should get the victory. Doesn't really matter now. 96 damage.
Did you see that? I did that. Me.
Okay, so we get a +1/+3 on the Z, a Fearsome on the Ghastly Band. This could be useful on the, the early turns where we need to attack. So I think we'll pick this up. A little bit sloppy on that battle, but I think we should be fine. Let's head to the item chest here. Dragon's Tooth on the Phantom Butler, why not? And let's head to the shop here. Grab another power if we can. Summon to Armed Gearhead. I think we're gonna spend some rerolls here finally, or do we want to keep it for the hidden here? Okay, you know what? Let's spend some rerolls. This is the second note. We might as well just spend some rerolls, see if we can get something better. Fleeting Time and Dedication. Let's try again. When summon a 5+ power ally strikes the weakest enemy, it could be decent. I think we'll pick this up, the Trifarian Might. Alright, so let's set the Astute Academic here. Draw a Gwen, great. We get 2 Ghastly Bands, which isn't too great, but I think we should be able to work with it. At least we trigger some Hallowed buffs on turn 1. Really, really nice. Got a Z here, which isn't too bad either.
Don't worry, I've read all
Ghastly
about
Band on.
The sun rock got me good.
Bring on another Ghastly Band. He takes us out, it's cool. Doesn't really matter. Actually, we probably could have given the death mark to one of these guys. I made a slight mistake there, but it's alright. I think we'll just still play the Sapling Toss here. Pass the turn. I might have an idea actually. Might work. We probably made a slight mistake here again. But we have the chance to redeem ourselves, do we? Oh crap. The death mark is 3 costs. I'm sorry. I'm making a lot of mistakes here because I'm underestimating this adventure. Let's just hope it doesn't come and kick, let's just hope it doesn't come back to bite me later on. We take a heavy damage here, but I think it should be cool. Right, here's the plan. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Deathmark first, or do we want to pass the turn first? Okay, let's see if we can summon a card, because the last thing I want to do is bring on the Z and have the, what is it, that deal 3 thing come and kill the Z, or the Thermogenic Beam or something. So let's pass the turn, let's see what happens. You are a son of a... I am so sorry. I wanted to make sure that I don't have a Thermogenic Beam here to kill the Z, and I ended up screwing myself over. Oh my lord.
Intel looks good. Affirmative. Ready to breach.
Okay, let's not fool around now. Let's bring on the Chronicle of Ruin. We'll get rid of this guy. Revive it again. Alright, we'll put this 2 on here. Let's actually be smart this time. We'll use Death Mark, get rid of this guy, and we'll delete to the 4/5. This was what I wanted to do initially, and I made a terrible mistake of not doing so. Alright, so... let's let the Officer Squad here die. We'll bring on the Gwen.
If only she could see me.
There better not be a Thermogenic. Okay, it's the progress state. Alright, cool. We'll attack like so. We can actually do Death Mark and get rid of it onto the other Gwen. Okay, let's commit this first. I have an idea.
One stitch at a time, we'll make something totally new.
Alright, we're gonna attack first.
Nothing to
Let's actually put the 5/6 first.
I
Like so.
found my tools.
And we'll attack like so. And let's see who blocks. If it blocks something, we'll play the Death Mark and give it to someone else. Or it doesn't really matter, we still get the win anyway. Alright, 101 damage, cool.
Did you see that? I did that. Me.
Alright, we keep getting Z upgrades here when I'm summoning Helion Nexus Ego to my cost. Sorry when I'm summoned double my power and health. I think we'll pick this up. The elusive could be decent. A 8-6 elusive could be really, really good. Alright, let's see what power we get here. Frostbite, when you damage the enemy Nexus, grow my health to match my power. You know what, this is the final note. We might as well just spend some rerolls and see what we get. Oh my god, it's a duplicate. We're gonna pick this up. Alright, so this is definitely a really good power, even though it's on the final battle. So let's just head to the healer here. Get the health back. Well, we don't really need any health. We already had full. And we're gonna take on the Fiora. Okay, so let's get rid of Usari, Chronicler, Ruin, and the Wuju style. We need some cheap units, of course. But we have the duplicate, so we're fine. Okay, I think we'll drop the Boisterous Host here.
Welcome, one and all, to the Midnight Rebel!
Let's attack like so.
Right, it's young.
Doesn't matter who we drag it to.
This is my opponent?
Kill an ally. No, we'll just take the 2 damage here. We'll give it the 2 damage. It's cool. Because we at least trigger the Hallowed as well. And this guy gets weakened a little bit, so we're just gonna end the round. Fiora's gonna come on here, so probably not wise to bring on the Z. I think I know of a way to counter this, which could be great. Let's pass the turn. Okay, so if we do a death mark here, we give this to the Fiora. That Fiora should die. And yeah, this Fiora die. Cool, cool. Alright, so this is definitely the right call. Get a duplicate, but it's fine. And we'll bring on the Z here. Alright, finally we're playing well. On the final battle, I'm playing well. But it doesn't really matter. We have the Gwen here. We should still get the win. I'm gonna attack like so. Get the scout first. Let's do a thread the needle here. Get rid of this, you know, dragon. Let's kill one of the 4 twos. Doesn't really matter. And we should get a good damage on the dragon here, right?
This is hallowed.
Yep.
I will not squander the great gift I've been given.
Alright, cool. And we get a win here.
I shall use my tools. Every moment of this has been a joy.
Alright guys, so that is the weekly adventure complete. In my opinion, it's really easy, and I think it might be easier than last week's weekly adventure. I'm not really sure, I can't really remember, but yeah, I don't think you should have too much trouble with this one. I'm not really sure what the other set might be, because I know quite a few of you are actually getting different sets if you're in different regions, so I'm not sure what the other set is, so do let me know down in the comment section down below. But there's one thing I must say, the Luden's Tempest is a really, really good relic on Gwen here, so you guys were right, so thank you so much for the suggestion, and this is probably how I'm gonna play Gwen moving forward. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this quick little run of the weekly adventures here on the channel, be sure to leave a like as well as subscribe. I really do appreciate your support, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of Legends of Runeterra or Path of Champions content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Keflo signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me as well. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.